the first thing I did was give it a really good clean up, vacuumed it out, washed the outside, and just got all the gunk, well, a lot of it off anyway. And then I started stripping it down, but have a look at the condition of it. Like, the rust is quite extensive in some parts, but I'm actually quite lucky that these cars are quite popular here in Australia. And lots of the parts I've actually already ordered brand new. So these parts here, so I've got a new back panel and these tail light buckets as well with it. So I'm really lucky there. Now, they're not Taiwanese parts. That's actually a person here in Australia actually fabricates them himself, him or herself. Now, as for the lower quarter panels, I've ordered new lower quarter panel sections. I think they weld in up around here or something like that. Because as you can see, there's some extensive rust on the bottoms of both quarters. You can see up here we've got some rust too, but I think I'll just make my own little patches up. I can do that pretty easy. I'll just get some tin snips and angle grinders and, you know, cut out some sections here and weld that. I'll just get like an old panel from work or something like that. Or I might even actually use, so this door here is getting replaced. Obviously, that's, you know, that's way gone. This is the door off the other side. So the up the top here on the other side is even worse. So I've already found a good condition door. It's only got like some light rust down the bottom there. I'll weld a patch in there. I've actually ordered a welder in. I've ordered quite a lot of stuff. This rear door here is actually in pretty good condition. There's a little bit of bubble of rust down there, and there's a tiny little one down that other corner too. The roof, bonnet and boot lid are all actually in pretty good condition. There's a little bit in this pillar here, but again, I'll just be able to cut that out and just weld in a new section. The good thing about cutting them out is that you get to treat the rust from the inside. So I'll just drip as much rust converter down there as I possibly can. I'm thinking of getting one of those little spray nozzles for like a body deadener gun where you put like the hose down inside there and the spray nozzle sort of sprays around in a circle. So you sort of like hold it down there, you get this hose going all the way down, and then as you pull it up, it sort of sprays the whole way around. So I'm gonna have to look into getting one of them. What I did, I was having so much fun last night. I actually lost track of time. So what I did last night is I pulled the front bumper, the nose cone, which is here, and this passenger side guard off, and this scuttle panel here. So all of that, look at that. That's just what I could get out with my hands. But that was all up inside the scuttle. I'm probably lucky that I got to this car when I did, because that would have all rusted out for some extensive repairs. So as bad as it is, I reckon it could have been a hell of a lot worse. It really could have been a hell of a lot worse. The other side of it is I'm lucky that I can find parts. So as I said, we've got that door, which is for the other side. I've found a driver's side door. I'm just waiting on the guy that's got the door. He's gone and got COVID or something, so I've got to wait for a couple of weeks before I can get that. I'll give you guys a look over on the other side too. Now, my bonnet is actually in really good condition. I did find some very, very light rust. You can't see it with the lighting up there, but that'll all just get treated. The guards, not too bad condition, but the bottoms of the guards do have a bit of rust. So they actually do rust sections for these guards. So you can just sort of chop them off there and just weld the bottom section in. I think they actually do inners as well, but the inner doesn't look too bad. Another thing which, ever since I owned this car, I never had these doors sitting right. That's not shutting properly at the moment, but I actually finally managed last night to adjust that hinge here, because previously, like, that hinge was always sitting under the guard, and to get the guard off, you got to get the nose cone off and the bumper off. So it's quite a big job even just to adjust your doors on this. So obviously that's why many of you no doubt know you've got to work your way forward when you're fitting your panels on. This is a rear door which looks really bad, but I don't think it is. Like, I'm having a feel and a knock around, that actually feels pretty solid. I think I could repair that. I might have to like maybe even do like a little patch there and tap the rest of it out. But again, this is probably the killer for me. You would have to do a decent sized patch around there. Again, I think doable, I think repairable. But if I can find a affordable left-hand rear door, I will get it. But yeah, another thing that I'm kind of doing tonight, that's all right. I just got out here tonight. I started pulling the door trim off, but what I'm gonna do is gut this. So I'm gonna take all the window regulators out, take the door locks out, probably just put the door lock into the other door, make sure that the other door sits on and that, you know, I can get the gaps close enough. And then I'll just continue on. Same thing on the rear door, get that all stripped out. But yeah, that's just a quick look at where I'm up to, guys. I'm not going to be doing videos on all of the work that I'm doing. I think I'll just do the old, give you guys a look at each stage and explain what I've been up to. Another thing I've just been doing is sort of grabbing the scrapers and just having a look at how bad it is. But one thing that I was actually thinking of doing is taking the body of the car down to the sandblasters just to do the door jambs. I don't want to get any of the exterior panels warped by the sandblaster. That's what I'm thinking. Get the doors off, get the boot lid, get the bonnet off, get all the parts off, then take it down, get all this kind of stuff, all these window openings. I want all of that sort of sandblasted so we know exactly, you know, the extent of all the damage and the rust, and then get it back here and continue on. And I'm thinking mechanically strip the body. So because I'm doing this at home, paint strip is going to be way too stinky to get out here in my garage. So I'm thinking just get the orbital sander, get some 80 grit and just rip it off that way. It might take a little bit extra time, but I've got everything that I need. I've got the vacuum cleaner, and all the paint is just going to turn to dust and end up in the vacuum cleaner. So I think that's going to be a good plan of attack. And I'm even thinking I'll probably paint the engine bay here. I'll just take what I can off and I'll just get that all painted here in the garage and just 2-pack. I'll do a 2-pack clear over base, but with matte clear. Same with up underneath the bonnet. I'm even thinking what I'll do, currently this is my plan of attack, is to get all the repairs done. So first, rust repairs, right? And then once all the rust repairs are done, I'm thinking maybe just do panel by panel. Get one panel stripped back to bare metal, prime it up, right? Strip the next one back, prime it up. Rather than trying to tackle the entire job at once, I'm thinking just do panel by panel. So once you've got it into epoxy primer, get a good quality epoxy primer that has rust inhibitors, and it's going to stick really well. Once it's all in epoxy primer, then start repairing, right? So then start doing the filler repairs, filler repair, and then 2-pack prime, again, panel by panel. Once I'm happy with all the primer work, or that it's, all right, let's just say prime it up the first time. And after I've primed it up the first time, block it all back again, re-prime the whole thing. And then when I'm happy with the body work, I'll start on the insides. I'll get the insides painted, and then I'm going to get them panels put back onto the car. And once that's done, I'm going to take it into work and paint it in a booth. But I'm thinking I might even just paint the door jambs here at home. Anyway, that's my plan at this point. I've got a lot of work to get me to that point. So I've been having so much fun that I've just been working here overnight time until, as I said last night, 10 o'clock, I just lost track of time. I was having so much fun. So I was just having a chip away. I just got the guard off here, and I thought I would stop and capture this moment because I found something that I thought was a little bit funny. So I was just having a bit of a chip away at some damage here, and you might not be able to make that out properly, but we'll get you up a bit closer. That's a beer bottle top. Oh, I thought that was pretty funny. So someone's done some kind of a dodgy little repair. Look at that. someone put a beer bottle top inside their little repair. How funny is that? It's a very Aussie thing to do. I should keep that. It's part of the car. Classic. Anyway, I'll see you in the next vid. Gunman out.